Are you looking to make some brick oven pizza? Let me show you how you can convert your own grill so you can get some professional results from home. Now the key to brick oven pizza is cooking it hot and fast. You need an oven that can reach 900 or more degrees to reach the temperatures that you need for the crust. Now if you take a baking stone and you set it on a grill, you can close the lid and let it heat up for a while and you might hit 800 degrees, but as soon as you open up the lid, you're going to lose all of that heat and then the top of your pizza won't cook as fast as the bottom and you'll end up burning your crust if you leave it in there for too long. So to fix that, through some trial and error here, I've created my own brick oven style pizza oven that's going to trap as much of that heat in as possible. So to do this, I have a 2-burner grill that actually measures 18 wide by 18 and a half deep, and I've lined the outside edges with some 1.5-inch paver bricks. You could get fire brick if you really want to be particular about it. But then after I've lined the outside, I've gone ahead and put a nice baking stone here on the bottom. This is 14 inches wide by about 16 inches deep, and it's created a 1/2-inch channel all the way around this brick. That's going to allow the heat to not only really heat up this baking surface for the crust, but also come out through the top here. Now I also want to trap that heat in. So for the top, I have a 16 by 16 1/4-inch thick sheet of baking steel that I'll place for the ceiling. And all of that heat is going to heat up this baking steel really hot as well. So when I go to lift up my lid, I'll be able to slide that pizza in quickly and it will cook both from the top, from the radiant heat of the steel, as well as from the bottom, and I'll get a nice even cook out of it. So all I got to do is go inside, prep some pizza. We'll come back out, test it out. But in the meantime, I'll turn on this grill and I'll need to let it warm up for probably 30 to 45 minutes to get the temperatures that I want. So if you're using propane, I'd suggest make sure that you have a new bottle on you. Otherwise, if you have a gas connection, you should be good to go. We're just going to let this heat up to as hot as possible. And then when we tested what the temperature is, we'll get our pizza ready and throw it in and see what we get. Also, before you start this process, make sure if you haven't cleaned out your grill in a while that you go ahead and do that. You're going to get some really hot temperatures out of this grill, and you don't want any grease that's stored on the bottom in that tray to possibly catch fire and have the whole thing go up in flames. So stay safe out there. Now, like I said at the beginning, you want your grill to be as hot as possible. I've been letting this preheat now for about an hour, and I've pretty much hit the limit on my own grill here. So we're going to go ahead and test the temperature, and you can see exactly how hot we've got our inner brick oven to be. And there you go, over 700 degrees. Now, while that isn't the ideal 800 or 900 degrees that I would really want for cooking your own pizza at home, this is going to get you as close as you possibly can get. So let's go inside and prepare some pizza, and then we'll throw it back on the grill. Now we're back here in the house. We're getting ready to make our pizza. The key here is to work fast. Now there are 2 main types of pizza peels that you might end up getting. I really recommend a wooden pizza peel for when you put the pizza into your oven, and then a metal pizza peel. Makes it a lot easier and thinner to get that baked pizza out of your oven. So I've gone ahead and put a little bit of flour on our wooden pizza peel. That'll help this dough to keep from sticking onto it. I want to make sure that I also get a little bit of flour on the outside of this dough so that's not as sticky. All right, and we'll take a few minutes here just to spread it apart and get it into that nice round shape. You can use whatever dough you like, whatever toppings you want. I'm not by any means a pizza master here, but use whatever you're familiar with. There are a lot of recipes out there. You can use pre-made doughs. Try to minimize the amount of flour that you actually have on the bottom of your pizza, and that will keep the amount of burning on the bottom of your crust to a minimum. Now, this is a 14-inch pizza peel, which I wanted for the grill specifically because I have a 14-inch cooking surface that I can use. So I know as long as I stretch out this dough to fit onto this peel, then when I go to put it into the actual oven itself, it'll fit. So let me go ahead and finish prepping this pizza here, and then we'll go and throw it into our oven and see what it ends up looking like. All right, it's showtime. Just be careful when you're actually placing the pizza into your grill. You want to be quick so that you get it off of that peel. We'll let it go ahead and cook there for roughly 2 minutes, possibly more or less. Again, your grills may be different. You might have to trial and error this for a little bit, but we'll get it going. We'll check on it and maybe spin it around with that metal peel if we need to here in a little bit. All right, so after about 2 minutes, we're gonna go ahead and check on this pizza here, see how we're doing. Oh man, look at that. Let me go ahead and just spin this around. We're gonna slide it back in there for about another 30 seconds to a minute. All right, it's been another minute or so, and I think we are done. Wow, look at that. Let's go inside and cut it up and see how it tastes. All right, so we're back inside. This thing is looking ridiculously good. You can see, look at that leopard spotting on the bottom of that crust. That is perfect. See if you can hear this crunch. That's gonna be some good pizza. All right, so if you guys learned anything from this video, feel free to give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tips and tricks like this in the future. I'll leave links in the description below for everything that I've used, but that's gonna do it for today's video. I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat. Oh, it's so good.